Hi, Joseph here from Intellect Finance. Today we are going to talk to you about the process involved in applying for a loan with Charbel, our Senior Loans Officer, talking us through the steps involved in successfully obtaining finance. Hey Charbel, thanks for giving us your time. I know you're very busy. Charbel, I wanted to talk to you about the procedure and what people need to do to apply for a loan. So we've got different types of clients. We've got the self-employed clients, we've got the PAYG clients.
Okay, so from a standard PAYG deal, you would need identification, we need income supporting documents, and we're going to need statements and other documents depending on the person's circumstances.
So income supporting documentations, you're talking about pay slips, say last couple of pay slips.
Income statements,
an income statement.
Maybe salary payments as well, from like bank statements.
What about self-employed clients? What would you need for self-employed clients?
We're going to need accountant prepared tax returns and financials. We're going to need ATO notice of assessments and business statements, maybe business activity statements as well, BASs.
Is it complicated?
It's not that complicated. We can just reach out to the accountant and request all the documents we need from the client.
Now we have clients that come in and see us. Can we elaborate how we've made it easier to give us that information?
Sure. So we can pretty much share a client portal with the applicants. And
so what's involved in this client portal?
We just need their email address and their phone number. It will automatically send them a link via email and they'll get a PIN via SMS. They just need to log in whenever they're free and they can just crunch in whatever information they have.
So the clients don't have to come in and see us?
They don't have to.
So they can be on the other side of Australia and we can do a loan application for them?
100%.
But we do identify them using video conferencing and their ID as well?
Yes, and there's now digital verification of identity links that we can send and they can complete it.
Okay. We don't just do residential loans, we also do commercial loans. Is there a difference whether it's someone's purchasing a commercial property or a residential property in what documentation or what information we need from the clients?
They're pretty much very similar. We're pretty much going to need the same information. We can still reach out to the accountant and request the tax returns and financials. And in terms of ID and statements, it's pretty much going to be around the same.
So we have a huge panel of lenders. So how do we know which bank is suitable for the client?
Well, pretty much we give the client the option. We send them several options to compare and check, and they make the decision which bank they want to go ahead with, based on their best interest duty.
Charbel, how quick can you get an approval?
Well, we can get it as quick as 24 hours. Even some lenders in a couple of hours, in 2 hours, they will get back to you.
Not all lenders, but I mean, there are some lenders that take a few days, depending on which lender the client chooses to go with, whatever's in their best interest. Documentation. So once a loan's approved, the documentation, how easy has that become? There used to be all paper where you just got to go, the client's got to come in.
Or digital signing now.
Or digital signing.
Yeah.
It's all,
so from their phone, they can sign and complete everything and be
whereas
ready.
Previously we used to have a whole pile of paperwork and get the client to come in and sign.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we've got clients coming in to see us. They want to buy a property. Maybe it's their first home. What do we do for them?
So we recommend they get a pre-approval first.
Why is that?
Because that is safer for them. That's kind of a backup plan when they're going to shop around and make offers on properties or bid at an auction. They have some sort of approval from the bank for a certain amount and they know what their range is to purchase.
There's different things we can do for clients. I mean, some clients have a deposit saved, they're good at saving. There's other clients that have parents with equity in their property.
Correct.
How do we help them?
So we can do it's called a family guarantee, where the parents guarantee their kids by securing the deposit against their property for their kids to borrow the full purchase price of their property without having to pay any deposit at all.
So we're utilising the equity in the parents' property, so we're basically borrowing 100%.
Correct. You can even borrow extra to cover the stamp duty and the other fees involved
as long as
in the purchase.
The clients can afford the loan and it's in their best interest.
Exactly.
To purchase that property.
Exactly.
The government's got a few schemes to make it easier for people to get into the market. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yes. So for first home buyers, there's the first home guarantee scheme, which allows you to borrow up to 95% of the purchase price, and you only need a 5% deposit to buy a house without having to pay any mortgage insurance. The government also has other schemes like the First Home Buyers Assistance Scheme, where they will cover a full stamp duty exemption up to a purchase price of 800,000, for example, in Sydney, and a partial exemption up to $1 million, where the government pays a portion of the stamp duty and the clients pay the rest.
Also, we have a few specialty products for certain occupations.
Yeah, there are a lot of policies for doctors, nurses, accountants, lawyers, and other professions where, for example, they're allowed to borrow up to 90% without having to pay mortgage insurance rather than the standard 80% when you have to pay mortgage insurance.
What do you mean by 80%? What's 80%?
Usually when a client gets a loan, if you borrow more than 80% of the property value, you have to pay mortgage insurance. But certain banks have certain policies for professional clients where they are allowed to go up to 90% without having to pay their mortgage insurance.
And even 95% in some
even
cases.
95%.
So for doctors, nurses, and other professions. Asset finance, okay. For car loans, if we have, say, a PAYG client that needs a car loan, how quick can you get that approved?
Within a few days, we can get a full approval.
Okay. What about self-employed?
Same day.
We have had that, haven't we?
Yeah.
We have certain lenders where with self-employed clients, they've come back within a few hours and given us an approval to pick up a car.
You submit it in the morning, by midday you'll have an approval.
Yeah. What about with settlement? Say what they've signed the documents electronically for a car loan, and once you submit it, when can they pick up the car?
So if we request an RTGS payment, that'll happen on the same day. The bank will just send us the remittance advice, we send it to the dealer, the funds reach their account straight away, and the client can pick up their car on the same day.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do, but it has been done. Usually it goes through overnight unless you request the RTGS.
Yes.
Charbel, at Intellect Finance, what do we do different from everybody else?
We take care of our clients. We stay with them from beginning to end. We do all the legwork. We try to minimize the amount of work the client has to do from their end and try to solve everything ourselves.
I know you, Mufid, and Sabina are very busy. How are you handling the workload?
We are very busy, but everything's under control.
What do you love about your job?
The work environment.
Charbel, thank you for the insight, what happens in the background when people apply for a loan with Intellect Finance. Thank you as well for everything you do. We really do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I hope this insight was helpful for you and has given you confidence in applying for finance, and I hope we can help you in the process. So that's the end of this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. See you guys.
How do I look in the camera?
Fantastic.
You're going to be a star. What did you want to tell them about residential and commercial lending?
Haram, man, that was cruel.
I know.
That was cruel.
Okay. All right.
The government also has other... Don't smile.
You just gave him a blooper. I hope this insight... I know, this is a blooper. I hope this insight... I hope this... I don't have to do it again, you're just teasing me.
No, they do.
Okay. I hope this insight was helpful for you and has given you confidence in applying for finance, and I hope we can help you in the process. So that's the end of this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.